Field's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Throwing is Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. Touchdown, Eagles! Kenneth Gainwell, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On first down, Purdy steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right hand.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
makes it across the 25 before being tackled. On first down, it's Purdy. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Coming to you.
Purdy will look to throw again here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
57 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Minus 57. 57's run. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Purdy. And his pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Warriors 17.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Tight end left, tight end left. We got four. We got four. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders, down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57. Mike 57.
But 1st down, Hurts. Dancing to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Purdy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Purdy, big fourth down play.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Sanders. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.